Valentine's Day may be over, but there's still a chance to get loved up on BBC1. More all-time greatest love songs, hosted by Tess Daly and Roland Keating, tomorrow at 9.
David and Victoria, Beckham, Kylie, Winston Churchill, JFK, Gandhi, Jennifer Aniston, Queen Victoria, Rosie O'Connor, Jesse Wallace, Shane, Vincent, Nolan, Liam, Nicole Kidman, Albert Einstein, Elton John. 29 minutes of fame. 29 minutes of fame. 29.
Gentlemen, word up, and of course welcome to 29 Minutes of Fame, the show that explores the famously famous. And with his wedding only weeks away, Prince Charles supervises the delivery of the first batch of Camilla's makeup. So let's get straight on and meet our panellists this evening. On Joe Brand's team, it's comedy actor Matt Lucas and editor-in-chief of the Daily Sport, Tony Livesey. And on Alistair McGowan's team, please welcome writer and comedian Arabelle Weir and our resident king of comedy, Sean Law. Now, here's the thing. As usual, during the course of this evening, our teams will be choosing famous guests for a fantasy party. I can tell you that the winning team tonight will be the one with the party whose guests weigh the most. Joe, your party will be hosted by Uma Thurman. Alistair, your party will be hosted by Anne Widdecombe. They may weigh a lot, they may weigh a little, but just how much I won't reveal until the very end of the show. Right, before we start the quiz proper, let's play a little game of Never in a Thousand Years. Teams, I want you to tell me something a given celebrity would never say, not in 1,000 years, matron, OK? Starting with your team, Alistair, what would Dale Winton never say, not in 1,000 years?
Dale would never say, do you know what? I'm going to turn it down. I think it's too tacky.
Welcome to the Dale Winton Show!
He'd never say, oh, look at the tits on that.
I think Dale Winton would never say, lottery, waste your time. Might as well throw a pound in the canal, you mugs.
OK, Joe's team. Can you tell me something that Michael Jackson would never say? Not in 1,000 years.
I don't think he'd ever say, well, Doctor, it's back to the drawing board.
I don't think he'd ever say, is it because I's black?
Would he never say, and I'd like you all to join me and my wife Loretta in raising a glass, celebrate our golden wedding anniversary.
Or, this is an authentic military outfit and I won that medal, fair and square.
Well done, both teams. Thank you for indulging me. Right, let's kick off with the first round of the quiz, Famous Connections. The teams have to identify the different connections between four famous faces. Alistair's team, first of all, what connects Richard Madeley to George W. Bush?
Has George Bush done You Say We Pay? Oh, no, because only a respected world leader would do that, wouldn't he?
If you look at that picture of George Bush at the bottom there, you can just see the top of Blair's head there, just a few tufts of his trademark hair there, while he's doing a bit of entente cordial. I think he's, George Bush is actually, someone's asked for his autograph and he's turning to one of his aides going, what's my name?
No, it is actually, it's quite interesting, because if you remember, George Bush didn't do military service, did he? Didn't do his military service. And I'll tell you one thing about me and Judy, when I'm at home with Judy. It's quite interesting. If I'm at home with Judy and there's a, you know, the door's open, I have to shut it. So basically, we both avoid the draft. That's what it is, isn't it?
You see? Tony?
Is the answer parents? He said.
Parents.
Well, George Bush keeps his dad in the background, whereas Richard takes his mum on the sofa with him every afternoon.
It's I've got it.
Ah.
Richard Madeley is a man and George Bush is a man.
It's not the connection. Now, look, Here's a clue. The answer is it's to do with criminal activity.
Have they both been prosecuted and found not guilty of criminal offences?
It's the correct answer. They've both been arrested in connection with theft. Richard was accused of shoplifting in 1994, but was subsequently cleared of all charges. Bush was arrested in 1968 for stealing flowers from a hotel. But that's nothing. Years later, he stole the whole of Florida. Whew. Joe's team, what could possibly connect George W. Bush to Madonna? Madonna with a baby climbing up her for this performance.
She looks like her head sticking out of a dwarf's arse there, doesn't it? That'd get in, wouldn't it?
We've had a few dwarfs in the paper, yeah, absolutely.
I bet you have.
I think you'll find we're the only paper that's not dwarfist.
So, can I just do a quick straw poll? How many people read his paper?
Read, look at.
Hey!
No
Look,
one
hundreds.
at all. No one.
But the interesting thing about it, that the paper is, when I do read it, is because you edit it, don't you? What I wonder is, what do you leave out?
I mean, I take the view, you can have too much news. You take the Guardian or the Telegraph. I mean, our front page this morning is man killed by hockey stick-up bump. I think people want to know that. I mean, it's helpful advice, if nothing else.
Yeah. And how did he die from a hockey stick up his
How
bum?
far up
Well,
was it?
painfully.
Come on, let's make a connection, please. George Bush to Madonna.
Have they both appeared in an episode of Lovejoy?
Are they combined the axis of evil?
You know that pose that Madonna's doing there?
Yes.
No, that's actually not on stage. That's where... I've seen her like that outside Tesco's. She does that not to get recognised. People have to go, is that Madonna? And then she's off like a crab.
Come on, it's to do with sport, with a sport.
They both support a basketball team?
No.
Got a share in a
Football
racehorse.
team?
No.
They were both cheerleaders.
Is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Well done, Sean. They were both high school cheerleaders. George was the head cheerleader at the elite Phillips Academy. Madonna was a cheerleader at the less exclusive Rochester Adams High School in Michigan. We couldn't get permission to show pictures of George from his high school days, but here's a mock-up of what he might have looked like. And now we the team. What connects Madonna and Sarah Ferguson?
Did they both adopt that position when they're performing with Prince? Madonna can suck her own toes.
No, actually, you're onto something there.
Madonna's doing a crab, Fergie's got crabs.
OK.
Sorry.
That's it.
I hate to lower the tone next to such a...
Yeah.
Matt, have you any
I've been
idea?
brought here to raise it.
Absolutely, you
Well,
have.
I mean, they've both written children's books.
It's not the answer they have,
Well,
but
it
it's
is an answer.
Yeah,
it is ailing. It is ailing. Don't say what's the connection, and then disregard my connection, which is true. Madonna wrote a book about a rose or some bollocks for Kabbalah, and Sarah Ferguson wrote Budgie the Helicopter, which the TV stations made a cartoon of because it's so fawning to the royals. There's a link there. They've both written children's books. Don't invite me onto this show and disregard my link.
It's a super little link.
Thank you.
It's a super link.
Thank you.
Super little link,
Thank
but it's
you.
not the right one. It's not the right
It
one.
is right.
Give us a clue then.
It is correct.
It's not the right one.
What do you know?
What do I know? I know the answer. I've got it here.
What do you know, you working class oik?
Tony, you were very close.
She sucks her own toes.
And
And Fergie sucks toes.
I'm going to give that to you, Tony. I'm going to give it to you. The answer is toe sucking is the connection. Madonna is pictured sucking a man's toe in her notorious book, Sex, and Sarah was famously photographed having her toe sucked by American financier John Bryan. You're right, Matt. Another connection is that they both wrote children's books. Madonna wrote The English Roses. Fergie wrote a children's book called Budgie the Helicopter.
Right, so I was right. So why did we have to go through that charade? Why was I not correct and then the newspaper editor was correct?
He got
We don't want his points, we want mine.
No, he got the right answer and you didn't, Matt. Honestly, life's like that sometimes.
I deal in facts.
Yeah. OK, Joe, you won that round. Thanks to Tony there. Well done. So that means it's time for a party pick. It's party picking time. Joe's team, you get to pick between Elvis Presley and Pavarotti. Who's the heavier? For it is weight that will decide the winning team this evening.
Is it later Elvis or early
Last
Elvis?
recorded, published weight.
Right. I would kind of rather have Elvis at the party, so we'll go for Elvis, shall
That's
we?
fair enough. So Elvis goes to Joe's party. You receive from me Pavarotti, Alistair. Let's move on to a quick fire round called Spotlight on Fame. The spotlight this week falls on a celebrity couple. They're the pouting, pampered, paparazzi pestered prince and princess of pop and football. Yes, it's David and Victoria Beckham. Teams. Whoosh. Teams, I'm going to ask you a series of quick-fire questions on the Beckhams. Anyone can buzz in with the answers. Here we go. What was the name of Victoria's solo album? That's mad.
$3.99.
Tony.
No talent required.
Arabella.
Desperate Housewife.
The title.
I think it was just called Victoria Beckham.
Simple as that, Victoria Beckham.
Radical.
That means you bought it, Alistair. Yeah, you bought it.
It was research.
Yeah. What did David get from the Queen in 2003? That's a year. And that is Joe.
Was it the truth about Diana's death?
Was it a filthy text?
Alistair.
I was going to say, it was an MBE.
No, it was no B. Can't give you that.
Did she post it, or did he go round there for it?
According to Victoria, why does she never smile?
Sorry, I was just thinking...
No, that's OK. Don't apologise.
I was just thinking, when the Queen writes a letter and she's putting a stamp on, does she sort of go, "Yours sincerely, the Queen," but not like, just lick my head?
I don't reckon she's that funky.
I'll just lick my head. My damn head.
I'm gonna lick my damn head.
I love Fat Swallow. That's why I'm a queen. Anyways, up. According to Victoria, why does she never smile? Arabella.
In case somebody seizes the opportunity to put something in her mouth.
She's got 2 kids and she's pregnant. What do you expect?
Miserable cow.
I don't like it when I smile because I get dimples. That's the answer, so thus, hence, accordingly, she doesn't smile. What is remarkable about David's biography, My Side? Answers coming here from Arabella.
He's never read it.
Tony.
My side are the 2 biggest words in the book.
Is it, if you read it backwards, it gives you instructions to make a nuclear bomb?
Sean, I'm sorry. Did I actually give you permission to buzz in this round?
Oh, so you've taken over more power now, have you?
I mean, maybe I did. Tony.
No, you didn't.
Hey, up, that's going to be Joe.
Can you colour it in?
The answer is it's the fastest-selling biography ever. At their wedding ceremony, what was released to symbolise their love? That's Tony.
Nelson Mandela.
Arabella.
Doves.
A single dove.
Oh.
Isn't that
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful?
How long
though?
had it been in captivity? Since the engagement?
Do you know, Arabella, as you've asked, I'll tell you, it was actually a little stillborn dove.
And then how did they release
That
it?
beautiful. It was that beautiful.
But then, if it was released, where was it released to? Just plopped
He
over
just
the edge?
booted it over the wall. Obviously. What name has Victoria said she may give her next child? That's Matt.
Dr. Ian Jacobs.
Already taken by Dr. Ian Jacobs, sorry.
Who's Dr. Ian Jacobs?
Dr. Ian Jacobs?
Dr. Simon
He's the
Jacobs'
man who
brother.
gave me this. I used to be a girl called Julie Maybe. I really did.
Can you imagine you singing in a pub as Julie, maybe?
Maybe I will, babe.
Pubs have like a little sort of crayon thing saying who's appearing there tonight. I saw one in my local pub and it said the next act on Friday is karaoke.
But don't you wish you'd gone?
No.
The correct answer is Luna.
What?
Yeah.
Luna?
What would you call a child?
Oh!
Peckham. Call it Peckham Beckham.
OK, at their wedding, what did the couple ask for instead of presents? That's Matt.
Ronnie Corbett.
No, Arabella.
Money.
A kind of money.
Smith vouchers.
I'm going to give you that because it was gift vouchers. Not Smith vouchers, but gift vouchers.
Yeah.
Joe's team, you've won that round. Well done. OK, Joe, you won the round, so you get the chance to pick one of these two famous faces to join you at your celebrity party. It's Dr. Robert Atkins, the diet freak, and Ant and Dec. Their combined weight is what you'll have to be assessing. Who's it going to be?
We're not having that dieting monster, are we?
No,
Do we want him?
we'll have Ant.
Should we have Ant and
Let's
Dec?
have Ant and Dec.
You have an Ant and Dec, OK. Joe, Ant and Dec join your party. Alistair, you receive diet guru Dr. Robert Atkins. And now we come to a round called Vital Statistics. 3 famous faces and 1 number, but the number relates to just one of these people. Who is it and why? Teams, here are your 3 famous faces. Tracy Emin, Wayne Rooney, and Camilla Parker Bowles. Camilla is on the left of the... Which one is connected to the number 500,000? 500,000.
Is it the number of paparazzi that think it's really clever to photograph Camilla Parker Bowles next to a horse's arse?
Is it the number of times that Tracy Emin's mum told her to make her bed?
Is it the number of fights Tracy Emin's had in a pub car park?
I've been round her house.
Have you?
Yes, I've been round her house. I had dinner there.
And?
And? What
Does
do you
she
mean,
know?
And?
no,
Did she cook
actually-
it?
Actually, I had a big row with her, actually, because I did the washing up. She went mental. She said, Sarge, she's going to pay me 10 grand for that. She said it like that. He's going to pay me 10 grand for that.
Was it the answer Wayne Rooney gave when he was asked to add up the 2 numbers on his shirt and shorts, then?
Can I proffer an answer?
Oh, of course you can't.
I likes to proffer an
Of course you can, you bastard.
Wow.
Off you go.
Here it goes.
Good luck.
Well, it's not amusing, but it's just
No, I want an answer, please.
£500,000 is how much Man United have to pay Everton if they win the league this year because they bought Wayne Rooney. That is actually true. I'm not saying it's entertaining.
Again, Matt, it's a super little answer, but it's not the one I want. I'm sorry. Super little answer. Arabella.
The cost of Camilla's engagement ring.
It's the correct answer. Beautifully delivered. The answer is that the engagement ring, which Prince Charles has given to Camilla, is rumoured to be worth £500,000. The truth of the matter is it was 200 quid for the ring, and the rest went on hiring Prince Andrew in a Boeing 737 to go and pick it up from Argos. That's economics.
If you had a wedding ring, right, given to you for £500,000, you know those rows that you have where you go, yeah, take my shirt, like that, and you throw it away, you'd go, oh, take that, and then, but you just place it just very carefully down there, wouldn't you? So you'd know where it was, so after the row you could come and get it back and make sure you've still got it.
Well done, Alistair. You've won that round. So it's time to go party picking once again. Alistair, as the winner of the round, you get the chance to choose between Jade Goody and Bob Mortimer. Who do you think is the heavier?
I don't know an awful lot about Bob Mortimer. Do you know?
Me neither.
No.
Bob, did you eat a lot of ready bread that day?
In that picture, you look like you're going, you don't know I've got a gun.
That's you at your
smiling
published
because you
weight.
just slept with her. Sorry. Sorry.
What do you say? That's all right. So, who's the heavier? Now, do bear in mind, this might help you. I have very, very tiny testicles. So, really, like a little bit of pollen. OK, it's OK. So, who's choosing? You, Alistair. Alistair, so who's the heavier?
I think a largish woman of her size is never going to weigh as much as
A lad.
man.
No.
Yeah. And after all, I am 6 foot.
I think
Who are you going for?
I'm going for you, Bob, at my party. But none of your silly jokes now.
OK, you take me. That means you receive Jade Goody for your party. Joe. Good luck. Respect. Now we come to the last round. It's moments of passion. Each player is given the names of celebrities who their teammates have to identify. They'll be giving clues based on what the celebrities might shout out during their moment of passion. Alistair's team, you first. Please, can we see your moments of passion, starting with you, Sean?
OK.
Here we go.
Marlon Brando.
I haven't finished yet. I haven't got to my crescendo. You want to sit back a bit, actually.
I haven't seen this show because I watched the other side. Are we allowed to guess, or...?
Not at the moment, Matt. Not at the moment. It's a moment of passion, Sean, yeah? No, it seems more inquisitive rather than passionate.
All right, Bob. OK, you want passion, you got passion.
Way up. Then it just becomes Mr. Grimsdale. Steptoe.
No, it's not him. No.
Dick Emery.
De Niro.
De Niro. Yes, correct answer. Arabella, your moment of passion, please.
OK, That really is very simple. You just whip it until it's stiff.
Yeah, have you got a website?
Yes.
I do want it to end. Nigella Lawson.
Yes.
Correct answer. Alistair, your moment of passion, please.
Oh, he's good at this.
He should be.
No, because I've seen him. He does a show. He does all the impressions. Go on. I've seen it's very good.
Hey, well, you know,
He does
don't
all
put
the
the pressure on.
impressions. Go on, you'll be good at this. You'll be very good.
Oh my God. Oh, no, that is fantastic. Oh, yeah, that is wonderful. Oh, hang on, I'm close. I've got to think about something to put me off. Think about something, four puffs on a piano, think about that. That's making me more excited. What does that mean? I'm all right about that, I can handle that. I'm simply turning gay, but that's all right, I'm fine about that. I don't mind about that. I'm a new man. That is fantastic.
Jonathan Ross.
Correct answer, Jonathan Ross. Thank you, Alistair, Steve. You're wonderful. So we turn now to your team, Joe. Your moments of passion, please, starting with you, Tony.
Do I face my team, or...?
We'd rather you didn't.
OK.
No, of course you do, Tony.
OK. Good evening. Oh. And finally... Now, how you... I do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
So does your wife.
Yeah.
Joke.
Right, no,
Don't fall out with a newspaper when it's a joke. Joke.
Stephen Hawking.
It is Trevor McDonald.
It is.
Correct answer. Well done, Tony. Very good. Joe, your moments of passion.
Hooray.
Hooray.
OK. I know I'm doing this right because I saw a bloke in the park doing this thing.
Salty the sea lion.
All right, come on. I think we'll just turn the cameras off for a minute. Seriously, I think we should step
I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is it... You're used...
Sir Arnold, the governor of thingy, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sir Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thank you, Joe. Matt, your moments of passion, please.
All right, OK.
Pity the fool! Pity the fool! Pity the fool! Pity the fool! Oh! I told you I didn't like milk, fool!
Well, I know.
Michael Howard.
Maybe.
Mr. T. Mr. T.
Yes.
The next one, Matt, please.
Yeah, when did you actually watch that? So.
I say, oh, I say, oh, Ashley!
Ken Barlow. Fred.
Fred Elliott.
Fred Elliott. Thank you all very much for those moments of passion, some marvellous contributions. So now it's the big moment. As we take a look... Whoa, there's some bulk there. We take a look at the final party lineups. But remember, the winner of tonight's show is the team whose party guests have the highest total weight. It's the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the numbers. Let's start with Uma Thurman. She's a beautiful lady. She's 6 foot tall, but is she dense? Let's have a look. 9 stone, 1 pound. It's a very steady start.
you light cow.
Dr. Robert Atkins, the diet guru. He's your first player, Alistair. And he comes in at...
Yes!
18 stones.
You fat bastard!
Wow. Hey, never mind Dr. Atkin. Should have been Dr. Fatkin.
Brilliant.
Dr. Fatkin. Hey, let's move over to reveal Ant and Dec. It's their combined weight is what we're looking for, OK? And it turns out to be 19 stone. Of course, I just should tell you that Ant, the taller one, is in fact a stone heavier. That's all accounted for by his brass forehead. That's the difference, otherwise it would have been identical. Bob Mortimer, he's off the telly, apparently. 11 stone, 1 pound, a tidy weight for a 6-footer. I think you'll agree. Jade Goody. Jade Goody next. Goody, yum, I say, whenever I see her. Here she comes. We need her to be heavy.
Be fat, Jade. Your workout's failed.
11 stone dead. Pavarotti. Some kind of guarantee, I think, here, Alistair.
Is it when he's singing or not singing? Because he's heavier when he's not singing.
Well, do remember, he is one of the 3 tonners. And he weighs in at 25 stone.
I bet that's more than Elvis.
OK, we're down to the final 2, Elvis and Anne Widdecombe. Let's have a look at Anne first. She comes in at an unbelievable 9 stone, 4 pounds. Oh, yes. She used to, of course, be 16 stone till she had her hair cut. So, if my mathematics is right, and it usually is, then we need Elvis to weigh 24 stone 11. That's a big ask. He ate nothing but the hot dogs. OK, Elvis comes in at 25 stone. That gives it to you, Joe. Well, well done, Joe. Unlucky Alistair. Thank you, of course, to Tony, to Joe, to Matt. Thank you to Arabella, to Alistair and Sean. And good night.
Think you know everything there is to know about celebrities? Play the Celebrity Stocks and Shares game on bbc.co.uk/celebdac. And don't forget Bob and Vic are back on BBC 3 tomorrow at 11:40 in Casrick.